want to start with the doctor who started the entire alternative health movement, Andrew Weil. He has spent a lifetime uncovering the solutions. They're not always there. They're not always found in your pharmacy. They're not seen in your medicine cabinet, or even in your doctor's office. He'll share the 5 holistic health secrets he lives by to boost his energy, build his immunity, ward off cancer, even fight heart disease. Please welcome my friend, Dr. Andrew Weil.
Dr. Paul. Hi, this is Dr. Oz, Dr. Oz TV show. I'm recording it for myself and creating an oral commentary about it through song, looking for health tips to sing about. Today is February 10th, 2012.
I mean, your face just represents what alternative medicine is, and I applaud you for it. Folks, because they recognize you, I'm sure come after you all the time. What's the most common question they ask you?
What's the secret of health? You know, how do you stay healthy as you get older?
Can we ask you about your secrets?
Of course, all the time. Everybody wants to know what I eat, what I take.
Well, maybe if it's okay, we'll do that today a little bit.
Sure.
All right, so I've written down a couple of things. I've read all the stuff that you've written. Yep. Obviously, we follow your story very carefully. And let me start off with an area that a lot of you ask questions about, and it's the first secret that Andy's going to talk about. And these are the secrets to protect your memory banks. So you recommend 2 supplements. One is Huperazine A, and the other is phosphatidylserine. So I'm going to go through these slowly so we can all get this straight. How does Huperazine A work, and why do you think it's so valuable?
Okay, first of all, I have to say, I have a very good memory.
Good.
So I don't need to take anything for it. I use my mind. I do word puzzles. I speak Spanish fluently, so I think all that keeps my circuits going. But I meet a lot of people that are worried about losing memory as they grow older, or have friends that are developing early dementia, early Alzheimer's disease. Huperazine A comes from a Chinese moss. It's a natural product, and it has been shown to be effective in early stages of Alzheimer's disease. It's also, a small study shows that in Chinese teenagers, school children who had learning problems, that it helped. So we need bigger studies of it, and because it's a highly concentrated, purified compound, some people think it should be regarded more as a drug than an herbal remedy, and it might be worth getting a doctor's advice about it before you start on it. But it works 300 micrograms daily, has been shown to be an effective dose.
It's available in health food stores everywhere,
yes.
Pharmacies.
Yes.
And I must say, I don't want you all to think this is something you use when you get Alzheimer's disease, although there have been studies looking at that category as well. If someone feels they're slowing down, and I'll just speak personally about this, sometimes, you know, there's so much incoming information, you don't know if you're forgetting things because you're stressed out, or you're just not as quick as you used to be. You know, I can find the information, it's not as fast. So as you think about these products at all in that context?
I think about the next one first, because this is a safe, natural product, and it's something worth experimenting with. It's called PS, which stands for phosphatidylserine. You can get this in natural product stores as well. It's really quite safe, and the dose of this is 200 milligrams twice a day. That's something to experiment with.
Okay, the next big secret is one that I get asked a lot about because I'm a heart specialist, and these are tips to keep your arteries healthy. Now, there's 2 particular tips that you recommend a lot, and we hear about this, so I'm going to clarify this area that's often looks like porridge to a lot of people. Red yeast rice extract and niacin. So let's start off with the first one. Again, I'll be personal about this. My cholesterol, and this is a genetic issue for my family, is pretty good. Have you ever thought about taking these? Do you take these at all?
Yes, I have genetically low HDL, and so I was very concerned about getting my LDL as low as possible. And I started using red yeast rice, which worked well. And this, I'm very enthusiastic about this product. It's a natural product. It contains a mixture of statins. And unlike the pharmaceutical statins, it gives you a number of different compounds. And I think when you give the body that mix, it's less likely to produce side effects. You know, pharmaceutical statins often cause muscle problems, and they can cause serious liver dysfunction. This is much less likely to do it. And many cardiologists now realize that this works as well as pharmaceutical statins. The dose is 600 milligrams twice a day, and that can be doubled if doesn't work well enough. But both it and the prescribed statins, you also want to take CoQ10. We'll talk about that a little later.
Yeah, the very important point for those muscle pains that Andy talked about earlier. Now, this product, niacin, is less controversial. I want you to listen carefully here, folks. This is something that I use in my private practice. When I see patients, I think we underuse it in America. The major society, like the American Heart Association, actually think it's a very smart thing to start off with. It's cheaper than prescription products. And you know, it has some side effects, but it has many of the benefits that products have. They're a lot more expensive with a lot more side effects. So who should take it? What do you watch out for?
This is vitamin D3, so it's a natural product, but you're using it in a dose significantly higher than you get for a vitamin effect. It is the one thing that we know that raises HDL cholesterol, which is the good kind that protects you. And as I said, I have genetically low HDL. I would love to be able to use it, but I can't because it causes elevation of my liver enzymes, and this is one of the possible side effects. So you want to use this under a doctor's direction. But for many, many people, this is a highly effective method of getting your cholesterol levels where they should be.
Now, Andy very politely said under your doctor's direction. Now, listen, you guys hear this message, and you take it in your communities, and you tell people in your lives about this. When we talk about talking to your doctor about this, we're not saying, mention it once and then. We're saying go in there and say, I heard about this. This is for a problem that I have.
Right.
Can you look into this with me? Let's figure out if this could work for me. You need to be a little pushy in this stuff, or you're never going to hear about this again. But this should be a product, inexpensive,
absolutely
valuable.
Works great for most people.
Yeah. The one other thing you mentioned is flushing. Sometimes you'll turn beet red. So most people recommend they should take it late at night. Fair enough?
True.
All right. Now, let's talk about the next secret area. That's not a secret area. The next secret that you have for an area that a lot of us keep secret in our lives, and that's our intestinal system.
Yes.
So this is how Andy keeps his digestive system clean. This shocked me. Just completely. I've been talking about 25 grams of fiber, and most of you roll your eyes. Andy is talking about taking 40 grams of fiber in his diet.
Right.
So now, there's no gas up here, by the way. It's a very clean environment we're in.
That's not a magic number, but that's a direction to head in. Now, here's your 25 grams of fiber, and here's my 40. It's not really that different. I mean, this is all doable. And if you can't get enough from your diet's the best way.
Before you go on back,
yes, sure.
Let me just give the rule of thumb that Andrew said. It's a smart one. 4 fruits, 3 veggies, 3 whole grains or beans. Right?
Yeah,
4,
that's not that hard to do.
Okay, now, and I've got a whole chart here that we're putting up that you can look at, and then list all the things plus some more that we didn't put on this table here. Just pick 4, 3, and 3. Remember that, and you can make it happen. So if you can't get the 40 grams, then you think it's okay to take a fiber supplement?
I do, and the best one, the easiest one to get is psyllium husk fiber. You can get this, in both pharmacies and in natural food stores. The only caution with this is you want to drink plenty of water with it to avoid constipation.
Please.
And when you're adding fiber to the diet in general, whether it's from food or a supplement, do it gradually, so your system adapts to it. Otherwise, you can get a lot of gas.
So, when you say gradual, you have gas and pain. You go,
gas and pain.
Is it a week to get up to 42 weeks? A month?
A month, let's say.
So do it gradually, or to scare people in your life. All right. Next, we've got an antioxidant cocktail to help protect us and our immunity.
Right.
This is an area, especially this time of year, folks are getting cold all the time, but this is also important for cancer reduction. So,
definitely.
Okay.
Now, I get my antioxidants in my multivitamin.
Okay.
And you can do that too. You just want to read the label of the multivitamin to make sure you're getting the right doses, so you don't have to take a bunch of different things. Let's start with the vitamin A family. First of all, you don't want to take preformed vitamin A, which is often called retinol. So read your multivitamin. Don't take that. That accumulates in the body and be toxic. You want the precursors of vitamin A, which are called carotenoids. These are the pigments in orange and yellow fruits and vegetables.
Sounds like carrots. Carotenoids.
Sounds like carrots. And I recommend a total of about 15 milligrams of mixed carotenoids. You read the label of your multi, the more you get, the better. It's beta-carotene and lutein and zeaxanthin. Some of these protect eye health as well. There's one lycopene that helps prevent prostate cancer. So the more of these different ones, the better.
Okay, that's what I mean. Vitamin C, what's reasonable there?
We find that the body can't use more than about 250 milligrams a day. And in very high doses, vitamin C actually may have opposite actions. It may be a pro-oxidant. So I recommend I take 200 milligrams a day of vitamin C.
Okay. I take a little less only because I figured you can't use it all, but that's
fine.
In the same range. Okay. Vitamin E?
Vitamin E, a lot of controversy about that. And again, here I think it's because the research has looked at only one element, alpha tocopherol. I think vitamin E is very beneficial. I recommend taking mixed tocopherols, 400 IU a day.
Okay. And then there's 2 more here that are not vitamins, but they're very important in this cocktail that Andy's talking about. One is selenium.
Selenium is a mineral, trace mineral, and in very small amounts, I take 200 micrograms a day of that. I think this offers significant cancer protection.
Okay, and finally, we talked about coenzyme Q10 in the context of the muscle spasms you get if you're taking a statin drug or if you're taking red yeast rice. Why is it so important as part of your daily program?
This is an antioxidant. It protects heart health. It protects muscle health. It increases aerobic capacity, so it's something that's useful for young people as well as old people. I take 120 milligrams a day of this, and this also is fat soluble, so you want to make sure you take it in the meal.
And you take it the doctor's form or the actual pill?
I take the gel form. I think is the one that's easiest for the body to absorb.
See, I'm really curious about this stuff.
Okay.
One other point, this seems like a lot of extra pills. I don't want you walking around with 5 miles in your purse every day. A multivitamin that you like and works for you should have these. So look for 100% daily values and just be smart about what Andy just talked about in terms of what kinds of the vitamin A family or vitamin E family are in there. The one thing